Defilement. What is defilement? Defilement is to defile. So, what is defiling? Defiling is an act of depriving someone, mostly minors, of their sexual chastity and purity. Defilement is something that is rampant in the society. There are very many cases of defilement, more so here in Kenya. So, what is the consequences of such an act? According to the Kenyan laws, defilement, or rather, when someone defiles a minor, they get their sentence according to the age of the minor that they defiled. So, if someone defiles a minor who is 11 years and below, they are supposed to be convicted. And I say they're supposed to be because it doesn't always happen, even if they're found guilty. They're supposed to be convicted to life imprisonment. So they're not supposed to get out of prison ever. If you get caught up defiling someone who is 11 years and below, then now your judgment is getting life imprisonment sentence, all right? If someone is guilty of defiling a minor of 12 years to 15 years, according to the Kenyan law, again, they're supposed to be jailed for a minimum of 20 years. That is 12 to 15 years, a minimum of 20 years. If someone is found guilty or has committed an offense of defiling a minor who is between the age of 15 to 18, they are supposed to be imprisoned to a minimum of 15 years. That is according to the Kenyan law. But does this happen? I don't think it does. It doesn't happen. Very many people actually. Why do I say this? There are cases of high school teachers, male teachers defiling young girls in high school setting. And many of them, do you know what disgusts me the most? You find that when a teacher is being caught of defiling a minor, because when you're in high school, you're minor unless you're 18 years and above, that is not bad, but still you're a student. A teacher is not supposed to have an affair with a student, right? Yeah, so what disgusts me a lot is when there's a case of a teacher who has defiled someone, maybe he's having an affair with a student, a lady, might be in Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, or Form 4, right? And then now the teacher, this person, has been caught having an affair with the lady and has already filed the child, or is having repeated sex with the student. And now, the unfortunate situation that usually unfolds itself, I've seen this happen, is when it's been confirmed that there's an affair going on here, which is illegal, obviously. And then instead of taking this person to court so that he can get the judgment that he deserves, you know what they do? They go to the parents, and the parents of the kid come to school and they try to sort this thing out traditionally. I mean, like, and now also this happens a lot. The parents, very many parents out here, very many parents, they like using their kids for money. I mean, that is crazy. Imagine that. How can you just allow yourself to use your kid for money, for God's sakes? So they go sit down in some something which is sort of a committee or stuff. They decide that, yeah, you've been found guilty of, we've confirmed that you're having an affair with our child. But you know what you're supposed to do here? You're supposed to find some money and then you pay us. That's it. So the guy goes ahead and pays them, and it's something like 150,000, 100,000, others even 50,000 shillings. They accept that and then they say it's sorted. I mean, that is bizarre. That is crazy. That is beyond imaginable. You know what that is? Parents acting as midwives between, selling their kids. They're midwifing the act of defilement because they're enablers of that happening. Now, the other situation also, which usually arises, is that if they're not going to ask for money, I had this the other day, that someone who was found guilty of defiling a kid, they sorted that thing within their family, and then they said for two families now that the guy should go ahead and marry the kid. The kid is 16, for God's sakes. How would you marry someone who is 16? We don't have arranged marriages anymore, apart from those parts of Kenya which clearly has a problem, right? So you cannot do that. It's not supposed to be like that. Anyways, guys, hope you all are doing fine. Welcome to TPF Books, as always. And then now today is when we are doing the words, all right? Yeah, so we are going to go through the words that might seem difficult, not to everyone, but I just highlighted some of the words that I thought might be difficult for some of the people here, so that we go through them together and see the meaning. I've not prepared for this. I haven't read or gone through the meanings. So we'll just do this together, all right? Yeah, and let's get into it. So the first word is savage. Savage. I'm doing a silent song story, so you can turn to the silent song story. And the first word that I found there, which might bring difficulty to some of you, not everyone, is savage. So what is the meaning of savage? I found a meaning here. So savage is a fierce and ferocious or brutal and vicious or merciless. Okay. So let's see. In the UK, it's a slang for unpleasant or unfair. However, in the United States of America and Ireland, it's a slang for great, brilliant, and amazing. So, guys, be careful sometimes when you use these words, all right? So, it depends also with the location, because you see, for instance, you can see in the United States, savage might mean or usually means a positive thing, yeah, because you can hear like when the footballers or basketballers, I don't know the name, the basketballers players, I believe, someone has done something amazing, that guy is savage, man. Or some of you call yourself savages, right? Yeah, I'm a savage, meaning that I'm brilliant, I'm amazing. And now in the UK, since it's slang for unpleasant, say that guy is savage. See how he acted right there? That guy is savage, meaning that he has done something very unpleasant. So that is the first word, all right? So let's find an example in a sentence. And so we are going to do this. This word is found in the first paragraph of the story, line 4, all right? So the fourth line, this is an example in a sentence. As the author of A Silent Song Story, Leonard Kibera, puts it, it's it vanished with the same savage fury. Okay, so that's an example in a sentence. You can go through to the first paragraph, fourth line, and then find the word there. So what is the second word? The second word that I've just read right there, it's fury. What is fury? Fury is extreme anger. Okay, that's the first meaning. And the other meaning might be fury can be strength or violence in action. Okay, so that word is found in the same paragraph and in the same line. An example in the sentence as well, we just use the same example. It's it vanished with the same savage fury. That is a sentence, an example in a sentence. Let's go to the other word. The other word is gloom, that you might find difficult. I know many of you are smart and you know these things, so don't worry, we can go through it together for the other ones who might find it difficult. Okay, so gloom, what is gloom? And I might be giving you more than one meaning of a word, so you be careful when you're using it. It depends on with the context that you're using it. All right, so gloom, gloom is darkness. It might be dimness, and for instance, you can say the gloom of a forest or of midnight. Okay, that's an example according to my dictionary right here. And then the second meaning is, according to this dictionary, it's a depressing, despondent, or melancholic atmosphere. All right. And the other meaning, the third one, is cloudiness or heaviness of mind. All right. And the fourth meaning, that according to this, it's a drying oven used in gunpowder manufacture. Okay. So let's find an example in a sentence in our story. All right, so this word is found in the second paragraph of A Silent Song Story, line 2. So let's go to it. Example in a sentence: in the gloom of his eternal night. That is an example according to the story. Now let's go to the third word. Third word is imperceptible. That is found in the second paragraph, still in the third line. Okay, and I'm gonna go to direct to the meaning. Imperceptible. Okay, so what does imperceptible mean? Imperceptible means I'm going to begin with the first meaning, which is it's kind of like a joke because they use the same name, but yeah, it's fine. Not perceptible, not detectable, too small in magnitude to be observed. Okay, an example according to the dictionary is, we all missed the imperceptible shake of his head as he tried to warn us without being seen. The second meaning according to this dictionary is beyond the purview of man, too great and all encompassing to be perceived. So beyond the purview of man. Okay, so an example according to our story here is, flat and almost imperceptible they were for him impossible, and lay beyond the bitter limits of darkness. So you see, as an example according to the story. And let's go to the fifth word. Now the fifth word, let's go to the fifth word, which is slump. The fifth word is slumped, from the word slump. So what is slump? That is to collapse heavily or helplessly, like exhausted. slammed down onto the sofa. Okay, and that word is found in the second paragraph, the fifth line. And I'm going to read to you an example as provided by the author in the story, Silent Song Story. Remember that. Okay, yeah. So he uses it as, for it seemed to Mbane now as he slammed his youth in horror under the weight of closing death. That is an example. You can go and find it in the second paragraph, the fifth line. All right. I'm gonna go straight into the sixth word. Now this is easy. It's serene, like serenity. All right. Yeah. So the sixth word is serene, which is in the third paragraph, the second line. Now, what does this mean? Serene. Sorry guys, it's not serene. My pronunciation there was off. It's serene. You can hear that voice? I'm trying to play the voice in my dictionary. Serene. Serene. So this means calm, peaceful, and unruffled. An example is, she looked at her students with joviality and a serene mentality. An example in our story is, he, let me see, it's here. Yeah, don't worry, it's here. Bringing him to this hut which felt so serene yet so suspicious. That is the other word. Let's go to the next one. The next one. Now this is interesting. Okay. The next word is it's prancing. So prancing, what does this mean? The act of one who prances. Let's see, right? So what does prance mean? Prance means to spring forward or on the hind legs. All right. Hind leg. So yeah, I wanted the videos to be short, and let me go. I'm gonna do a next one for you. So those are how many words? Those are 7 words, and I'm going to do the others. See you in the next video. Have a great day or night. Thank you.